We've got a nice night for baseball here at AT&T Park as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series, Astros and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is John Miller. Mike Krukow will be back with us in Seattle on Friday night. And, John, one thing that is nice to see, it looks like for Bruce Bochy, he's got the lineup that he thought he had coming out of spring training.
Yeah, more or less, if you discount Freddie Sanchez, who's just never been healthy enough to play this year, and Ryan Theriot is the guy they brought in as depth to replace Freddie if needs be. This is the lineup, and one way or the other, somebody's always been hurt, but they're all in there. Pablo is actually hitting 6th going against a left-hander. He hadn't had that many reps batting right-handed since coming back from the injury. He had the surgery on his left hand, so that could be a problem, but he's been hitting and doing just fine batting right-handed. So the depth is in the lineup, the best depth they've had in the lineup for a long, long time.
Arias is playing and hitting 8th instead of Crawford. All right, when we come back, Amy G. She's going to take a look at some long hitters off the tee. That happened before the game. She'll take a look at that right after this. Get ready for baseball here at AT&T Park. Game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk is now open daily. 57 degrees here at the yard. We get winds at 11 miles per hour. 74% humidity, and it is clear. All right, let's take a look at the Astros lineup. It'll go like this. It'll be Jordan Schaefer in the leadoff spot, followed by Jose Altuve. Then it's Jed Lowry. Take a look at the home runs, most in the National League for a shortstop. Martinez, Wallace, and this Chris Johnson will hit 6th. Bogusevic is in the 7th slot. Then it's Snyder and J.A. Happ. For the Giants, Matt Cain, he will be making his 13th start. Cain overall on the season, very fine year, 7-2 with a 2.41 ERA. You see, right-handers just not doing a whole lot against Matt Cain, is they're hitting only 176. He is 1-3 lifetime with a 4.69 ERA against this franchise. Defensively behind Matt Cain, it'll be Cabrera, Pagan, and Blanco in the outfield from left to right. Sandoval, Arias, Theriot, and Belt from 3rd to 1st, and the battery of Posey and Cain.
All right, thanks, Kipe. And Jordan Schaefer hitting 246, 14 steals, tied for 7th in the league, 2 homers. The sun and the shadows, the sun shining off the hitter's backdrop into the eyes of the hitters as Cain strikes out Schaefer with the high fastball on the inside, who is having an outstanding first half, 325 average. Melky Cabrera of the Giants leads the majors in hits. Altuve is 3rd.
Yes, Altuve.
0-2. He struck him out with the fastball. Cain has struck out the first 2. 8 pitches, 7 for strikes. 284 average, 12 home runs. He has hit more homers than any other shortstop in the majors. Up. The high fastball popped up. Saw the ball in foul ground. Nice inning for Cain. 11 pitches and out. The Giants are coming up.
Lefties. Posey the cleanup hitter, then Pagan, followed by Sandoval, Belt. Arias gets a start, and Matt Cain on the hill. There's the lefty, J.A. Happ. Remember, he came over from the Philadelphia Phillies. 4-6 with a 4.54 ERA in his career lifetime against the Giants in 2 starts. He is 0-2. He's allowed 12 hits in 12 innings and 5 earned runs, 5 walks and 9 strikeouts. Behind Happ, it'll be Martinez, Schaefer, and Bogusevic, followed by Johnson, Lowry, Altuve, and Wallace from 3rd to 1st.
It was booted by the catcher Snyder, and he didn't get the call.
I believe I said J.A. It's pronounced J. Happ. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it's a weird thing too, because the first name, the initials don't stand for anything. It's not James Andrew Happ. Gregor Blanco hitting .276.
What? Come on. Is that for real or is that fake?
Dun, 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 dun.
Blanco pops this one up.
And the shortstop, Lowry, makes the catch.
Seriously, look at this. I mean, John, are you serious?
A late arrival, trying to figure out how to beat that traffic out there.
The guys in the truck say Kruk is trying to get into the game.
Well, we were told he's on assignment.
Well, I wonder how high he can actually go.
This is not something we were guessing, though, in terms of his assignment.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I want to do that.
I do, too.
Terry, nobody on, no score here in the first inning.
It is kind of the beauty of this park. You just never know what you're going to see.
We never, some things you never would even dream of seeing.
Oh, my goodness. Outside the park than inside the park. He's starting to get a little lift. This looks like it's like James Bond like.
He wants to get a free look at the game, maybe. That's a base hit to left field. First hit of the night. Cherio is aboard. So he get closer and then he can get up above the Willie Mays wall out there.
If he gets high enough to watch the game, I'm going to be really impressed.
He's getting up there.
Not quite though.
Come on. Almost there.
It's cracking me up, I got to tell you. Oh, I think he's running out of gas.
Brera. That one is hit well. Left center field. Way back there. And adios, pelota. Melky Cabrera. 2-run shot. 2-0 Giants. Melky hit a couple of bloop singles last night. Nice to have him back. This is a little bit different.
This is way different.
Now Posey. And a high pop-up. Altuve backpedaling. And he was staggering, but he got it.
To the hit-me zone for Melky Cabrera, and that is number 5 on the year for the Milkman. Our Exmo is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Nice extension.
Maybe you doesn't hear that much out there, but that his apparatus may have a lot of its own ambient noise.
It is really pretty cool to watch.
Did he swing? Yeah, as the ball rolls away, Mike Malinsky says he swung, and that's just a bad rule. And I think a bad ruling, whether he swung at it or not, you have to tell him now.
Yep.
Not while the ball's rolling away and you're still standing there. Melky Cabrera tells one, bye-bye, baby, as Russ Hodges used to say. Giants 2-0 over the Astros going to the second.
And we've got Dustin Johnson. I actually had trouble finding him in the crowd because you just fit in so well as a baseball fan. Are you a baseball fan, Dustin?
I like baseball. I like coming to the games more than watching on TV, but, I do like baseball. And they gave me all this nice gear, so it's perfect.
Aren't they nice here?
They are nice.
All right, we got to talk about the first pitch. JT Snow and you had a little pregame drive competition, but he told you can't bounce it. Yeah. What happened out there?
I threw a good pitch. It just hit a little bit before the plate, so a little disappointing, but I get more nervous walking out on the mound than I do on the golf course.
Absolutely. A little different environment. Take us through that, the driving competition. A couple of Giants participated. Who do you think did well?
Kane and Clay, they both did very well. They both got good swings. They both hit good drives. Yeah, I think Kane got one like 310, so that was pretty good.
Yeah. You'd pick him maybe in a scramble competition?
Yeah, I would play with him at AT&T.
You've had some practice sessions at the Olympic Club. Tomorrow is the big day. Do you still get nervous before a major?
Yeah, well, I'm not nervous tonight, but tomorrow when I walk on the first tee, I'll be a little bit nervous. But it's good nerves. I think, a lot of guys, especially old-timers that have played the game, veterans, if you're not nervous when you walk on the first tee, then you shouldn't be going out there because it doesn't mean anything to you. So, you got to be a little bit nervous.
You work on that first pitch. Come back and visit us. Good luck to you this week.
Thanks.
All right.
Considered a great prospect for a long time, but he has never had much success at the big league level. 3-2 the count, and he struck him out with a changeup, and that was a beauty.
Is use that changeup in fastball counts. And you're sitting on a 3-2 fastball, and you see this come in, and when it leaves his hand, you're thinking that's a fastball.
I think business functions. Here comes Arias. Very nicely done. Some people like to come to the game on the historic vessel. Some like to have it sort of a more modern way of getting here. Along the right field line. That's a fair ball. He's going to hold with a single as Bogusevic retrieves it. With his second hit since coming back from the disabled list.
In case he gets lost and walks out of the house, you'll be able to find him.
Deep center, way back there, still going. It's gone! A home run for Brandon Belt. And that's 2 in a row. 2 homers in his last 2 at-bats.
Shoelaces, absolutely not. Good extension, kind of a compact swing for a tall, rangy guy. And I think Belt was the only guy in this place that thought it was gone.
We're not used to seeing balls go over that wall, or any wall for that matter. Out of play off the right field line by Arias.
Now from our splash cam, he hit it square, and this is not one that just scraped the top of the wall either.
That ball is driven toward left center. Schaefer, no! Arias will stop at second with a double. Third consecutive hit to start the inning for the Giants, who lead 4-0.
Again, take a look at Belt's swing as he drives that barrel of the bat through the baseball, and that's what the Giants are looking for. They're looking for some power out of that position at first base. He is not a pull hitter. His home runs are going to go from gap to gap.
Well, that was very similar to his very first major league home run last year at Dodger Stadium. Hit one over the center field wall down there. Bumgarner hit his in the third inning last night.
It's true.
Beautifully done, third base side. That gets the runner over as Johnson throws out Kane at first. 2-run homer by Melky Cabrera in the first, and a 2-run homer by Brandon Belt here in the second.
Now Cincinnati might be the worst of them all.
And Cincinnati, a home run hitter's paradise. Here comes Arias. The throw home. Safe!
This, and he really makes a unique slide at home to avoid the tag. Almost slid backwards on his stomach, if that's possible, and then he grabbed it with his right arm. That's our Ford's right choice.
If I was just hearing you say it, I'd say that's not possible. But we saw it. Now he tagged him with the glove, but look where the ball is.
That's awesome.
If it was the glove that was the main thing, he would have been out.
Hey, in our backyard when we were a kid, you were out. I'm sorry.
Well, the umpire got it right, that's for sure. Giants get 3 more runs. Brandon Belt, tell it bye-bye, baby. They've hit 2 in 2 innings, 5-0.
And who wouldn't be, right?
When you come up here, especially, you get the look of the bay and the ships and the boats and the whole panorama.
Bogusevic is out 4-3, and that'll bring up Chris Snyder. Rangers have just beaten the Diamondbacks 1-0. 2-2 pitch. Strikeout number 4.
Is putting the ball right where he wants it to go. Look, the target of Posey, and right where that ball is, right on the edge. Beauty.
Here's our Geico quote of the game. It comes from Mickey Mantle, and it's on golf. The only sure rule in golf is he who has the fastest cart never has to play the bad lie. This guy's got to be getting tired, or it looks like he's leaving.
An America's Cup boat.
So he was mighty impressed. Got him. 5 strikeouts for Kane. Melky Cabrera is going to lead it off. The Milkman, all he did in the first inning was park one into the seats. So when we come back, it'll be the Milkman.
He's hitting better than .430, batting right-handed.
NBC. And Cabrera lines it into right field for a base hit. With 2 hits last night, and Melky Cabrera's got 2 hits again tonight.
The last I heard, he was ahead.
Yeah. Buster Posey down the left field line. That's a solid base hit. Cabrera is stretching it out, and they're going to hold him up. Melky Cabrera, you just watch him to make sure the hamstring is okay.
And that guy had that many hits lately, but he just smoked that one right down the left field line. And I think Melky, he might be holding back a little bit because of that hamstring. Otherwise, I think he would have scored if he was running full out the way he had been before.
Yeah, I agree. Tim Flannery sends Melky Cabrera. He's in a spot where he can try to get that. And he does. So Sandoval blooped the single down the right field line to open up the second to play with. And he flips him to right, and he's got a hit. Cabrera's going to score. It's 6-0. Posey goes to third, and Sandoval is 2 for 2. So here's Belt. Belt hit the home run to center field in the second. And Belt's got a base hit to right field. Posey comes in to score. And it's 7-0. Take advantage of that hole.
And that's a spot, too, as the pitching coach, Doug Brocale, is out to the mound now as Cruz, the right-handed Rainer Cruz, starts to warm up. But remember, Belt in that spot.
The strikeout by Pagan. Arias doubled into left center field. 2 home runs in this game. High and tight to Arias, and it hit him. Happ can't believe it. He said, what can go wrong has gone wrong for him. And a good breaking ball, and it's 0-2 to Matt Cain.
Meanwhile, Kane, seems like 80% of this game is Kane sitting in the Giants dugout.
Yeah, he is. And Kane out swinging. Two and 2 to Blanco. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Giants on the board twice. After 3, it's 7-0 Giants. Dave Fleming will be in for the next 3. Altuve to follow. And that is a foul. I really thought for a second like Malinsky was going to call that fair, and then in the middle of his call he changed his mind. Foul. Although Brad Mills is coming out. Got him. Check in with Amy G.
Well, Dwayne, last night, Madison Bumgarner, of course, hit his first career home run. He also recorded 12 strikeouts, and in doing so, he became the third Giants pitcher, just the third since 1900, to record 12 or more Ks and hit a home run in the same game. He joins Juan Marichal, who did it back in 1963 against the Mets, and our very own Mike Krukow, who did it in 1985 against the Astros. Gentlemen?
Grumpy, grouchy. It's about the day before.
So
the day of, forget it.
Yeah, just destroying it down there. They just brought him up.
He got him. And that'll bring up Lowry.
You can see why Altuve was a little ticked off, though. Another guy having a good year. Middle infield for the Astros, second base and shortstop. They're getting all their offense from those two spots.
Fans want Kane to strike out the side. Melky Cabrera running hard, and he will track it down as he runs over the mound, and that'll end the inning.
The All-Star break.
Here's Terrio, and Terrio on the first pitch hammers it into center field for his second hit. Here's Cabrera, a home run and a single. Terrio's personality has come out.
Yeah.
And we're really finding out a lot of good things about that man. 3-2 pitch, and Melky Cabrera chases a high fastball. Here's Buster Posey. Posey hammers one into center field. Terrio is going to hit the bag. He'll go to third.
Pagan needs to get in the act. Everybody else has sort of been a part of this 7-0 Giants lead.
The Panda's on deck. This gentleman has been collecting these for a while.
Unobstructed view he's got up there.
That's a good spot. So I'm going to exaggerate. And Pagano takes a walk. And this is going to do it for Jay Happ. One of those at bats, if you're Angel Pagan, you don't want to walk, but you also don't want to swing at a bad pitch. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back for tonight. He's the first guy out of the bullpen. His ERA isn't very good. In 19 innings, he's allowed 15 earned runs. So he'll be facing Pablo Sandoval, and right now Sandoval hitting from his better side.
And you might have seen, maybe our viewers tonight could see that final warm-up pitch. You'll see it soon. He's got kind of a funky delivery from the right side, which you would think would expose him a bit against left-handed hitters. We'll see.
So here's Sandoval with one out and the bases loaded. And Cruz at the plate. And Sandoval a shot, and they're going to go the hard way, and not in time. Sandoval beats it out, and it's an RBI. But the Astros did a lot better than I thought they were going to do. Turning that. Watch this throw, which is handcuffed at Lowry, and he still got off a pretty good throw back to first. But Sandoval, knowing that he beats this out, he's got an RBI.
Things are looking up for young Brandon Belt.
He's going to sleep better. Food's going to taste better. The drive home's going to be better.
His at-bats.
Sandoval goes, and it's ball 4.
It will be interesting to see as he gets more and more playing time how comfortable he can get.
The Astros and I were talking with Ryan Terrio, and Bumgarner came up and said to Terrio,
Frisky.
And the 1-1 to Arias. Little flip job, and it's going to be caught, and that'll end the inning. I cannot tell you what Terrio called him.
Tell it to me when we go to commercial.
It wasn't pretty. This is Dave Fleming. Dave?
Yeah, you're not going anywhere, are you?
I'm going to get a cup of tea. I'll be right back.
Okay. don't go far. J.D. Martinez, what a year. The guy's had a great career, but at a very high level right now. Fastball got him looking. Strikeout number 8 already for Kane. Oh, 2 lefties, each with the big curveballs. Wandy Rodriguez, he throws that big slow curve just like 2. High fastball struck him out.
Pirates, he struck out 10 Brewers.
So now it's 2-2. Johnson puts it in play with some crazy spin on it to Terrio for the 3rd out. So Matt Cain still has not allowed anyone to reach first base. He and the Giants with an 8-0 lead. Cruz, reliever on for the Astros. He got the final out in the 4th inning in relief of Jay Happ, who gave up 8 runs in 3 1/3. Now Cain broke his bat, but still singles to left field. So Matt Cain with a base hit, 12th hit of the night for the Giants. Very inexperienced right-hander in an 8-0 game. Giants ahead. Blanco, he hits a high drive to deep right field. This one is hit really well. Gone! And it's another Giants home run, 10-0. They're pouring it on.
Well, you hit it in this spot in the park, and you don't have to hit it very far. And Blanco gets it very high. And is it going to stay in the air long enough? It absolutely does.
Terrio out toward that same spot, but he'll come up a little bit short for the out. Bogusevic caught it. Terrio is 2 for 4. Melky's 2 for 3 with that home run, his 5th of the year. Also has a single and a run scored. Astros pitchers have not. Cabrera chops that one very softly. Cruz, the underhand feed for the out.
That's right. Stop roasting me, okay?
Hey, Bumgarner's got a lot of power. Deposey, who's got a couple of hits, single and a double. And he's got, knocked down by Wallace. He'll pick it up and throw to Cruz for the out. He got robbed of a 3rd hit there. Hit another ball hard. 2 more, though, on the Blanco home run. 10-0 Giants. Had nobody get to first base against Kane. Emmanuel Burris into play 2nd in place of Ryan Terrio, and presumably just to get Burris a little time. He has not had much of it of late.
The Rockies, do you care?
Come from behind victory, huh? Yep. In the 9th inning. Man, and every day has just overpowered these Astros. Here's his 1-2. That one right there. Strike 3 called. Number 10 for Kane.
Out here.
I think over.
That's an angle you rarely see.
Yeah, you're right about that. There's a deep drive by Chris Snyder. Cabrera will catch it at the wall.
Wow.
2 down.
Well, we all thought this was gone. Melky Cabrera got to the wall in just a little mini leap, and he puts it away. Chris Snyder's thinking, how did that happen? In our park, that's a big fly. Oh. Here's the catch again by Cabrera. You know, when it was all said and done, Melky Cabrera had everything under control.
Bixler, no contact. Posey to finish the put out. And a game that's been about the Giants offense is now about Matt Cain. 10-0. New pitcher, the left-hander, Xavier Cedeno.
What is up with that? Well,
hits that one to right field. Bogusevic just waiting for it. Out number 1. Tonight, Dustin Johnson was the man, and he bounced it. Curveball, and Sandoval pokes it down the right field line. That's a base hit. Pablo, I don't think he's seen a strike all game, and he's got his third hit and a belly flop slide.
The U.S. Open. And Dust follow that group.
Sandoval's the runner at second, and Belt strikes out swinging. That curveball got him.
Get another one tomorrow, but the kid's been playing a lot. He's playing pretty well.
Well, I think both on nights he's not starting. Bounce that one, and a fair ball. The long throw is just in time from Johnson. So John's going to come back and join Kite here on the TV side. Giants ahead 10-0.
Here at AT&T Park in front of a sellout crowd, it's 10-0 Giants. And the story in this game is not just 10-0. It's the Houston Astros have not had a base runner in this game through 6 innings. Crawford is now at short. Arias moves from short to third. So welcome back, John.
It's getting exciting.
It is. Dave Fleming back over to the KNBR side. And this is hit out into the alleyway. A long run for Blanco, and Blanco's going to dive, and he makes the catch! This is unbelievable.
Into the gap, and he was in that direction in the first place, and then at the last moment it looks like no, but he makes the desperation dive, and then he has to hold on to it as he hits the deck. Look at the concentration there, and look at that play. And Matt Cain was watching as well. Yeah. And maybe saying the same thing. Are you kidding me?
And he tips his cap. Be hard pressed to find a better play than that one. So the 1-2 to Altuve. Got him. 12 strikeouts for Kane. When you have a lot of strikeouts, inevitably your pitch count is going to be high by about this inning. Got him! 13 strikeouts for Matt Cain. It remains 10-0 Giants.
Wanted the big fly.
Oh my goodness. Cain bounces this one to the third baseman Johnson. I give Cain credit. He just plays it the right way. I guess that's the only way he knows how. That Blanco made on a ball hit by Jordan Schaefer. And Matt Cain said, no, there's not going to be any high fives. We're going with the hug. This is hit up the middle, and Blanco's got another hit.
Stop.
Yeah. Read some books and then walk out of there knowing how to throw a slider. That's a good day.
We should have gone over there.
No. Burris, potential double play ball. 6-4-3, and that'll end the inning. The Astros, 9 different batters with a strikeout. Happ only lasted 3 1/3. Giants have 3 2-run home runs in this game. Cain is not allowed a base runner.
Broken back. Arias, the off-balance throw. One away. Strike one to Brett Wallace, who has struck out swinging twice.
He can go a lot of ways. He might even throw a high fastball here. There's Chelsea Cain. Hard to watch. It really is.
Strike 3 called. Inside corner. Number 14 for Cain. 2 down in the 8th.
Barrett, you better swing at close pitches.
2 strikes. You better swing at anything close. That's right. Particularly high pitch count for him. Over to his left. Crawford. He's got it to throw. Inning over. 8 perfect innings in the books for Matt Cain. 24 faced, 24 retired, and a huge ovation as he heads back to the dugout. Matt Cain. Now, it is not unusual for Matt Cain to flirt with a no-hitter late in a game as the milkman grounds one to short. And Lowry throws him out. Cabrera is 2 for 5. His 2-run homer put the Giants on the board in the first inning. Matt Cain, who has done a lot of great things in his career, and trying to go somewhere he's never gone before tonight. There's Lowry. And Posey is gone. 2 down. Another one in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Now you see Matt Cain's night, a career record 14 strikeouts.
Well, chasing it down, everybody was shocked.
There's Lowry, and he got him. The inning is over. 3 groundouts to short, and we're going to stay right here now. Matt Cain puts his hat on, the glove, and first Posey, then Cain out of the dugout. We're going to the 9th. Your expansion team at that time pitched a no-hitter at Candlestick Park. That was the first by a San Francisco Giant. Gaylord Perry no-hit the Cardinals at Candlestick. That was in that stretch where Ray Washburn then no-hit the Giants the next day. 2 no-hitters in 2 days. Ed Halicki got the Mets in '75. John the Count of Montefusco, a no-hitter at Atlanta in '76. And then nobody pitched a no-hitter for the Giants for 33 years until Jonathan Sanchez no-hit the Padres 3 years ago against San Diego. And some memories of Sanchez night. And that might have been a perfect game, but there was an error late in that game.
Yeah, Juan Uribe.
It was almost as if Sanchez was better than perfect. He got 28 hitters out that
Remember,
night.
that was the night that something was going on in Benji Molina. It wasn't at the ballpark. Eli Whiteside did the catching.
And there it was. Everett Cabrera called out on strikes. He didn't like the call.
14 strikeouts for Cain. 7 swinging, 7 looking. No matter what. 2-2. Hit out to left field. Melky Cabrera near the line. One down in the 9th. Castro is on deck. High fly ball in the park. 2 down in the 9th.
There's a little bit of history with Cain. He's only had 2 plate appearances against him.
And one of them was a home run.
The first home run that Castro ever hit was only his 3rd game as a big leaguer.
And the pitch to Castro is a strike at the knees. And the 1-1 pitch at the knees. 1-2. Cain appeared to look around, gazing at the upper deck, but now looking into Buster Posey. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, Arias from deep third, got him! And that's a perfect game. And the Giants mobbing Matt Cain on the pitcher's mound. What an unbelievable performance by Matt Cain. That's the 22nd perfect game in Major League history. The last to do it was Philip Humber on April 21st of this year. the first in the Giants franchise history. What a night. All right, Amy G's got the hero, Matt Cain.
I am with the hero, and congratulations, Matt Cain. You just pitched the first perfect game in Giants franchise history.
Wow.
Ron Wotus just talked with me, and he said from the 6th inning, they knew it was meant to be. Let's talk a little bit about what you knew from the get-go. You seem to have everything working from first pitch tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we can talk about the 6th inning and the 7th inning, those two unbelievable catches. I mean, that right there is, that changes the whole thing. Obviously the defense behind me, and then the guys able to, get huge run support, able to go out there and pitch comfortably, and, I can't thank Buster enough. I mean, I didn't even question once what he was calling. He was going to throw whatever he wanted, and I was going to let him go. And it was, Buster did an unbelievable job back there. That was tremendous.
Matt, you are known for always staying so composed, able to control your emotions, and tonight probably one of the most difficult situations to do that, yet you did. How were you able to?
I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, it was in the 7th when Blanco makes that catch in center field. I literally felt everybody on the mound with me. I mean, it was going. The whole stadium was electric right then. I mean, it was unbelievable. So I had to try to find myself a way to kind of calm down, and somehow it worked.
The crowd tonight, they were with you every pitch. Did you feel them pulling for you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Pablo.
Yes. I mean, I don't think there's an empty seat right now. I mean, that's unbelievable. No, that's unbelievable.
Lastly, we need to invite your lovely significant other, Chelsea Cain. She was wearing it with you, Matt. I know she wants to give you some love. Congratulations, Matt. Job well done. John and Dwayne, let's go to you.
And thanks, Buster. We were looking at the perfect games. The last National League perfect game, Roy Halladay did it in 2010 in May. So, hey, look, as I said before, you come out to the ballpark, you really do expect to see something that you haven't seen before. But when you see a performance like this, you just kind of shake your head and you marvel at what not just Matt Cain, but the people behind him, the catch by Cabrera and Blanco, and then the crowd. I mean, those are things that you really take out of this.
There were memorable plays behind it, and none better, I don't think, maybe in any perfect game than the one made by Gregor Blanco. But a moment that I will take with me about Matt Cain himself, when Amy G told him that in the 130-year history of the Giants, his was the very first perfect game, and Matt Cain was wow.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, he just was astonished and also greatly impressed by that, because I think being a Giant means so much to him.
I mean, there's a good angle of how far Arias had to go to his right to make the play and then to make the throw. And we're seeing some pretty good speed coming out of the dugout in celebration. So.
Well, it was a very good play. Easy to overlook that play. You see Matt Cain's reaction to it. But Joaquin Arias, who never played third base until this year. I asked him, I said, in the past you never, he said, 2 games. And that was it. And he has just been flawless over there most of the time. And that's why he was in there. And he made that play a big one in the big moment of the game.
Hey, it's a perfect game. You got to make all the plays. Otherwise, then you're just shooting for a no-hitter. So this will be a night that this crowd of over 42,000 watched tonight. And hey, the Giants win a game. But I mentioned something to you, John, I don't know, it was around the 8th inning, that with the score 10-0, Cain could pitch for the no-hitter. He could pitch for the perfect game. He didn't have to worry about what the outcome was going to be.
And still, a relative economy of pitches. You know, he didn't have any of those 10, 12 pitch at bats. We're just trying to be so fine, and he stayed in that basic rhythm that we're used to seeing from Matt Cain. And again, I'm dying to ask Chris Snyder how well he thought he hit the ball, because our guys had some great reaction shots of him with sort of a rueful smile on his face, as if to say, this place, that's a home run, except here. So, and certainly, I think everybody did think that he had hit one off the bat. And then Melky Cabrera, and Melky, he made it look pretty easy, but he had a little jump at the end. He had to move along the wall with his back almost up against the wall as he got out there, and then made the catch. And that is when that play really kind of set the crowd off, and it never calmed down the rest of the night.
It was unbelievable. All right. Final score: the Giants 10, the Astros nothing.